Welcome to this video designed to help you navigate the research voyage through developing a research question, thesis statement, doing the research, writing the paper, and correctly documenting your sources. The primary objective of a project in the curriculum is to initiate the students into the realm of research, to create a taste in conducting research. A series of steps, starting with developing a research question and working thesis, will lead you through writing your project. What is a project or dissertation? Your project or dissertation analyzes a perspective or argues a point. Regardless of the type of research you have done, your finished work should present your own thinking backed up by others' ideas and information. Your project presents your own interpretation or evaluation or argument. In the project, you build upon what you know about the subject and make a deliberate attempt to find out what experts know. It involves synthesizing the information and developing your own insight or analysis or argument on a topic or issue that the information presents. It entails surveying a field of knowledge in order to find the best possible information in that field. And that survey can be orderly and focused if you know how to approach it. Let's see the general structure for doing research. The first and the foremost one is the selection of topic, followed by data collection. The third step involves developing a research question and formulating a thesis statement. The next stage is the development of a working thesis, followed by making a final draft. And the last stage is documenting your sources and revising and proofreading the rough draft. Selection of topic or issue. A topic is what the project is about. It provides a focus for the writing. Of course, that major topic can be broken down into its components or smaller pieces. An issue is a concept upon which you can take a stand. For example, while motherhood is a topic, representation of motherhood in Dark Holds No Terrors is an issue or a point of discussion, debate, or dispute. Adhering to the guidelines given by the university, choose a topic that interests you and which is relevant rather than based on the availability of primary sources and also secondary sources. The second stage is data collection. Primary sources are created as close to the original event or phenomenon as it is possible to be. For example, a photograph or video of an event is a primary source. Data from an experiment is a primary source. A novel, documentary, film, etc. can be primary sources. Secondary sources are one step removed from that. Secondary sources are based on or about the primary sources. For example, articles and books on primary sources. Conduct a thorough web search and gather as many information and factual data necessary for your research project. Read your primary source thoroughly. Make a few visits to the library. You might come across latest academic journals which will carry scholarly articles related to your topic. The next process is developing a research question. After procuring your primary and secondary sources, you are supposed to develop a research question. How do you develop a research question? Choose an appropriate topic or issue for your research, one that actually can be researched. Then list all the questions that you would like to be answered yourself. Choose the best question, one that is neither too broad nor too narrow. What problem is your dissertation going to tackle? Why is it a problem for the research, academic, and scientific community you will belong to? Why is it important for you to find a solution? How are you going to research for the answers? All these questions are important for making the final research question. Make sure to brainstorm and choose one that will be valuable, unique, and reasonable. You don't want to end up with too complex questions that would trick you in a dead end. The question you choose should lead you to a testable hypothesis that you can prove with strong arguments. Formulating your thesis statement. Whenever you are writing to explain something to your reader or to persuade your reader to agree with your opinion, there should be one complete sentence that expresses the main idea of your project. That sentence is often called the thesis or the thesis statement. Based on everything you have read and thought and brainstormed, the thesis is not just your topic, but what you are saying about your topic. Now, the way to look at it is, once you have come up with the central question, the thesis statement is an answer to that question. The next stage involves developing a working thesis. After data collection, you need to formulate your research into the accepted format. Make an outline for your research and keep adding to it as you progress with your research. And this will help you in formulating the final draft. Write the final draft with clarity, coherence, without any mistakes. And then move on to documenting your sources. Go for works cited. What you have quoted, please cite there in the accepted format. The last stage is revising and proofreading the draft. Now let's see the structure of the thesis or project. If you want to make the thesis convincing, its format has to be clear and easy to follow. Here are the points you should include in your project: the title, introduction, core chapters, conclusion, and works cited. Draft a title which is self-explanatory. There should be clarity and logic in the title. Give an impressive and effective introduction. The introduction should be the roadmap of your project. Begin by describing your title. Explain what it is. State the thesis statement. Thesis statement usually comes within the introductory paragraph, which prepares the reader to listen to your ideas, and before the main part, which develops the thesis with reasons, explanations, and evidence or examples. Mention what kind of study that you undertake: descriptive, comparative, analytic, and so on. State the objectives of your study. Aim for up to 3 or 4 objectives, maybe primary objectives and secondary objectives. State your research questions. Then move on to explain the methodology that you have adopted to do the research. Describe and validate the theoretical framework that you have chosen. For example, the representation of motherhood. The theoretical framework that can be used is feminism. It's the lens through which you are reading the primary text. Explain the conceptual base of your study. Then describe the hypothesis or the potential outcomes. Where do you think you will end up after all the research and analyzing? Explain the outcome you expect to come down to. Then attempt a review of literature. A review of literature in a field requires you to research information and then summarize and paraphrase the existing research on your topic. The purpose of a review is to show that you can find and understand the important literature in a particular field of study. Identify the gap in the past research and foreground the scope and relevance of your research project. Then make a background study. Connect the review literature with your background study. Give a detailed summary of the primary text, which will lead to the core chapters where you substantiate your argument. This is the main section where you will elaborate the ideas of your research question. It paves way to your conclusion, where you summarize your findings and state the scope for further research. Hope this roadmap for writing your dissertation or doing your project is useful.